So today we are going to study the next topic of management, that is functions of management. So when we have studied the management definition, we have already covered those 5 points, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So those 5 points are known as the functions of management. So one by one we will understand what are those functions. The first one here is planning. So what we do is we will divide these two planning into two parts. The first one is plan and the other one is doing it, right? So whenever the organization or the top management is planning, they do the planning for the future, right? For the upcoming period. So let's take an example. This person, he is the CEO of a company, right? And he plans that his company in future is going to be the top multinational companies. So what he is doing? He is planning. So if we come to a definition, we will see planning bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to go, right? So doing the things at the right time, who is going to do it, how they are going to do it, all these things comes under the planning. So the next second point here is organizing. Organizing. Now when in business studies, when we talk about organizing, organizing means assembling the things, right? Assembling, because after planning the next level is organizing. Now what this top management is going to do is, they are going to organize the materials, they are going to organize the human resource, right? So organizing helps in creating the organizational structure. Helps in creating the organizational structure. Now what is this organizational structure? Organizational structure is comprises of departments, right? Divisions, sub-departments, right? So these things comes under the organizational structure, and every organization has different structure, right? Some are following the formal organizational structure, some of them are following the informal organizational structure. Hence, after planning we have covered organizing. Now the third point here is the staffing. The third point here is staffing. Now when we say staffing, in very layman language we will understand, the company is introduced by a live group. The company is being introduced by a live group. So how that live group is going to be introduced in an organization? There are 4 ways, right? There are 4 ways. The first one is through recruitment. The company is going to recruit a person through recruitment. The other one is through selection. Then the third one would be placement. This is placement, and the fourth one here is the training and development. Now when we see recruitment may be internal hiring may be there. The person who is more capable may be promoted to that particular position, or maybe external hiring should be there. External hiring means by giving the advertisement in the newspaper, right? So that comes under the recruitment. After recruitment, the next process is selection. Selection includes the written test examination, physical test and everything, right? Group discussions and all. So that comes under the part of placement. Selection. The third one is placement. Placement, you have seen the companies coming to an institute, right? To coming to a college for selecting the candidates, right? So that comes under the part of a placement. And the fourth one is provide training and development. Training and development means you are providing or you are giving training to your employees, right? And you are developing them for the next level position, right? ways. So I hope you understand the staffing. Now the fourth function here is directing. So when we talk directing or when we say directing, so directing means supervising, right? Directing means supervising, motivating, influencing, guiding, right? So when we say directing means providing a direction towards so as to accomplish the organizational goal. And who is going to provide the direction? The leaders, the managers are going to provide the direction to the workers or to the employees so that the work being done, right? And they are going to influence them, right? They are going to provide, motivate them. It is needed because if an employee is not satisfied, right, it is very important for a leader to motivate them to get encouraged, right? And the other one is supervising. Supervising means checking whether they are doing the things or they are being whether they are doing or completing the task on time or not, right? And the other one is guiding. Guiding is very important because being a leader, it is very important to guide an employee, right? So here we have completed the fourth function, that is directing. Now the last function here is that is fifth function, that is controlling. Now what is this controlling? Controlling here means in planning what we have done? We have planned, right? So we'll understand this controlling through an example. If a company has planned the output of 100 units, but they have achieved the output is 80 units. So when we say controlling means this is the standard or this is the planned performance, right? This is the planned output. Planned output is 100 units and 80 outputs are actual units. But actual output is 80 units. So this is planned output and this is actual output. So the company is going to see whether the organization is able to achieve those 100 units or not. But at current they have only achieved 8 units. Therefore, these 20 units are known as the deviation. What it is known as? Deviation, right? So deviation is something which is not being achieved, or deviation may be positive or negative, that we will understand in the next chapter, in the controlling chapter, right? So for now you have to only understand controlling refers to checking the performance, right, or comparing between the actual performance and the planned performance. Is that okay with everyone? Management, and I hope you have understood what are those functions. On the basis of that, the homework for you is you have to complete these points which I have written and you have to figure out at which function is going to fit here, right? So the first one here is basis of all other function is, the second one is work accomplishment as per plan is known as, the third one is establishes authority responsibility relationship is known as, the fourth one here is injects life into an organization is known as, right? So in the So thank you for now. I hope you all are well.